Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have a thread discussion video with some dev replies in them. So yeah, I thought we would make a video and talk about them and see what it's all about. So the title is Debate or Discuss on the Economy Right Now, Pros, Cons, and Ideas to Make Calradia a Better Place. So yeah, we're going to go over it. We're going to read obviously the main, main thread maker's post. I'm going to read what players have to say. And then I'm pretty sure on like page 2, we got what developers say right over here. And we're going to go from there. We're going to discuss it. And then you guys are going to let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And like always, I'm going to link this thread down below. And let's go. So debate or discuss, we read that. Then okay, so want to open this thread so you players in 1.5.2/1.5.3 without mods can debate what you think is wrong with the economy right now and what can be done to balance it out. This thread should be derailing proof if the only thing you're discussing is mainly economy stuff from all parts. Feel free to lay out your secret accounting experience and tips, all from the monopoly at home to your local or international banking offices. We all welcome all thinkers from all sides of the world. There it is. Okay. So he just wanted to, to create a thread where everyone can voice their opinions. So let's do it. Too many caravans, so every town is stacked. Prosperity goes either over 5,000 or less than 1,000. There seems to be no even ground. All prices are too close together, making trading less profitable. Okay, overall, I think there are too many caravans. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But then again, I don't know. The caravans thing is kind of tough. I think the caravans are kind of in a good place right now, in my opinion. What I do wish is for them to make the AI caravans also have 30, what's it called? What do you call it? 30 troops apiece. I don't like that AIs have 50 and we only have 30. I feel like if we're going to have 30, make everything else 30, in my opinion. Then prosperity goes over 5,000 or less than 1,000. In my experience, I've always seen that as the game goes on, prosperity goes up, right? And obviously the towns that are very close to each other in the Britannian region, the Vlandian region, and some parts of the empire, their prosperity goes up a lot faster because they have so much more caravans and obviously just traffic going through it all the time. So yeah, they usually grow the fastest. All prices are close together, making trading less profitable. True, but at the same time, if you were to get some products from all the way on the left Vlandian side of the map and then go all the way to the Khazate side of the map, you'd see that prices do differentiate a lot. But if you're going from town to town, yeah, they are kind of similar. But I think that's by design. Especially very late game to where it's hard to make any profit from trading due to huge drop in prices, even if you just sell one. Interesting. I don't know about that. I haven't traded very late game, so I do not know about this. We need your help to get the economy back on track. There it is. They're calling the developer. Alright, so here's some suggestions. I think I would love to see maybe 10% reduced caravans implemented, so not so many giving every town tons of goods. I'm wondering, would people enjoy... Okay, how can I word this? So obviously, if there's less caravans, there might be shortages. So right now, like, the only time there's a shortage is like there's always a food shortage whenever there's like a war going on and it's ongoing and the lords visit the town, they stock up their army, and there might be a food shortage for a little bit in that one town, right? That's the only time we really see shortages. What would be cool to see, in my opinion, is if we can have shortages that aren't just food, that the other items, and obviously the town needs them. And another thing that would be cool is if there was a way to kind of go to a town and be like, I don't know exactly who you would talk to, but I guess somebody in the keep, right? Maybe the bookmaker in the keep, and he can be like, listen, right now we're missing a lot, or for this season or whatever, we're missing this amount of that and this amount of that, and if you were to get it for us, it wouldn't even be kind of like a quest. It would be kind of just like, if you wanted to, we need this for the rest of the season. Like, hey, we need more wool for the rest of the season, or we're not going to make it through winter. And pretty much, that town becomes like your wool drop off because they will pay you more to drop it off for them because they need it. Something like that would be very cool. But I know we have quests that are similar to that, but I feel like that thing should not even be a quest. It should be kind of just tied into the towns, if that kind of makes sense. 2, a small reduction to garrison / militia food consumption as a start to keep settlements from starving. Okay. I'm wondering, would people for this, right? So obviously, let's say you have a lot of militia in garrisons, right? What I think would be cool is if a garrison is very, very high, I feel like those garrisoned units should go out and do other heavy labor stuff while the town is not being attacked at all, or while the castle is not being attacked at all, right? Like farming and stuff of that nature. So therefore, I feel like they should have like boosts of stuff whenever they're not at war, if that kind of makes sense, because they have a lot more working men that can do stuff. If that, if that kind of makes sense. Yeah, so I feel like they should even have a boost in like how much food they do produce, because obviously they have more people that can work on it. But that's kind of my take. Third, we have trade levels and companions. Running caravans have more of an impact. Yeah, right now they have like barely any impact. You get a little bit more profit, but I get what you're saying. Like I said before, I feel that, let's say you have caravans, right? And this goes back to like a huge concept that I'm talking about, of where AI comes to you about problems in your kingdom. Let's say a caravan breaks down, they send a scout rider to you. He comes to you and he goes, hey, listen, our caravan broke down. Can you help us get back on track or whatever? Or can you give us this much dinars so we can go to the nearest town and buy extra wheels or stuff like that? I think like where the AI comes to you about problems, or like, let's say, in a totally different example from the economy, let's say the governor of your town, he sees that a rebellion's about to start, or there's a huge food shortage. He sends out a rider to you, and he goes, hey, there's a huge food shortage. We need food. You need to bring it back, or your town's going to suffer. Stuff like that. I feel like that would be like these like random events that happen would impact the game a lot more. And this goes a lot deeper. I just don't want to go talk. I don't want to talk about it too deep, but there's so much instances where this can be used. And also the function of sending companions and let's say other clans under your control to do certain things like tasks, objectives, clearing your land, stuff like that. I feel like those type of things would make the game so much more impactful. But I'm not going to go off on a huge tangent, but I do talk about that a lot. Fourth, you have reasons why days 200 through 700 seem to have a stall in inflation. Then at 700, it just keeps flying high nonstop. Devs have talked about this, and they are looking for fixes. Okay, so definitely, but decreasing militia / garrison consumption by even a little may allow AI to stack up to 3k troops, but other than that, other changes seem pretty reasonable, and the inflation thing is true. Now, check me out. We've talked about this as well. I think that some towns should have thousands and thousands and thousands of troops. Now, hear me out. I think capitals should be a thing. I think if each single faction or each single kingdom had a capital, kingdoms would survive for so much longer, and it would be hard to take them down. And if you really want to take down a kingdom, then you would have to attack their capital, which has 3,000 to 5,000 troops, and you're going to have to literally take all of your army and plus some more to try to take them down. I think we do need that, but obviously right now it wouldn't work. I feel like if there was other, like I said, if there was other cause and effect things and random events that can happen, then that you can put some negatives to having a huge garrison. Like a bigger rebellion can happen, right? Your town could get taken over, and then you have to fight back to get it back, and then obviously your garrison kind of turns against you. Also, disease. When there's a lot of people in a small little area, disease spreads. I feel like that could be a thing that can be implemented into the game somehow, obviously, and stuff of that nature. I think that would be kind of cool, but we just don't have it in the game right now. To me, I think the biggest problem is super late game inflation. Okay, so there's a lot of super late game inflation, and they did talk about this. They are still trying to fix it. There should be a garrison and militia size cap. I don't know. I disagree. I need to test into 5,000 plus days to get a better last game picture. Okay. Yes, there should definitely be a garrison cap. I don't think so. I might be like the only one who thinks about that. I don't know. Yes, definitely, it's what caused those crazy late game garrisons. Okay, so I'm guessing everyone's against me on that. What's it called? What do you call it on that front? It's okay though. Alrighty, let's see what the developers have to say. He's talking about his YouTube. I guess he's doing like a little playthrough. Is the tannery problem still present? It is not. Wool weaveries are now the best. Alright, that's why I said after every episode saved so I can backtrack there's a corruption. Also, I got a message from Mexico. He's very busy dealing with policy issues that are needing his full attention for at least 1 month so we can keep getting issues documented that come up, and I will document them all and can present them when he messages me that he is free to work on economy. Alright, so here's the developer talking. So we have the economy issues / problems are minor compared to other problems currently. These problems mentioned only affect small player groups. There is nothing new in the 1.5s for economy. If there is anything urgent which affects most players badly, I can look at. However, if problems are not urgent or only affects trader players, these problems should wait. Okay, we need to spend time designing and implementing first rebellions 100%, then alliances, not 100% decided yet, in next months. I do not want to lose focus. That's why I prefer focusing diplomacy for a time period. I agree. I agree with the developer saying right here that rebellions, we need to see them, and alliances, we need to see them. I think those are top priority. Economy had some very good fixes to it. Even diplomacy, when it came to war and peace, had some very good fixes lately. And unfortunately, people who played like trading characters, right? They might be upset with this news, but at the same time, the game needs this right here, alliances. It needs it. So I agree with it that if it's not an urgent issue, then obviously the developer wants to focus on alliances, and I think that's not a bad thing to focus on. Oh, you got me excited, but still. Oh, hold on. Oh, you got me excited, but still, we will still be posting suggestions, so maybe you can get around at some time. But for the time being, just work on one thing at a time. Sure, feel free to post suggestions or anything you see a problem. I will read them in my free time. However, I cannot guarantee working on them for a time. There it is. Alright, what does this guy have to say? So, I agree it's a good enough spot for now. Also, considering those two features could have a big impact on the economy, it will most likely need another round of balances anyways. No point to do it twice when it's currently not in a red flag state. Okay, I would imagine a rebellion might cause off of cities shutting down its economy until it's been dealt with. I wonder if it will be like a raid state that enemy kingdoms could join on the rebellion side to help take the castle, or the kingdom's army can put down the rebellion. Definitely interested to see how this plays out. Yeah, I think those are two big mechanics, alliances and rebellions, that we do need to see. What else do we got? I don't want to keep this video too long. For me, the largest issue with economy is the same rapid shift of values that take place in every game. The shift where horses started out cheap, then gradually became more and more expensive. This also tends to happen with iron and other trade goods. Over a longer period of time, a lot of prices even out more across regions as well, making it harder to find a good deal. That said, I have been able to earn money from trading all throughout the game, mostly from certain trade goods as well as horses. It gets harder, but I just travel further to get a good deal. Exactly. See, if you travel from one side of the map to the other, it does kind of still work, right? This is without using cheap tactics like buying out areas to drive prices up. There it is. So he still states it is kind of an issue though, the rapid shifts of value. Okay. So if we do the legwork and find out what is wrong, this will make his job a lot easier to know where to look and what could be causing it. So let's keep hammering out all these issues. So when he does have time, when he does have time, we can get him a good list, and we won't have to waste figuring things out when we can do it for him and can dedicate his time to tracking down exactly what the problem is. Look at this wholesome post. I like this. Very wholesome. Way better than the get to work post that we see a lot on the forums. Like, get to work, man. It's been 7 years or been 8 years. Get to work, man. That really helps out the developers right there. But wholesome. I like it. Alright, we got another dev reply. By the way, if you see any urgent / important problem, please prove it by a video focusing on problem only, and post video link and add a link to same game is uploaded, say game. It would be great. I know I wanted too much, but if if you make things that clear, it can be fixed faster. Okay, makes sense. Obviously, if you want an urgent problem fixed really quickly and you can catch it on camera, obviously, you know, record a quick video, show exactly what it is, how it exactly was made, and then boom, it could be fixed a lot quicker. Makes sense. And I think that is the last dev reply, in my opinion. Not my opinion, but I did kind of scan through these. I think that was the last one. But yeah, I'm going to end this video off here. I don't want to make it too long. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'll probably make a part 2 to this thread if it receives more dev replies and all of that. But let me know what you guys think of the economy right now. What are some things that can change to make it better? Do you think obviously putting it on hold right now while they're working on alliances is better and stuff of that nature? And like always, ask me any questions, any concerns, and stay safe.